Why should you invest time in personal development? Think about it for a moment with me. Out of any relationship in your life, you will be with yourself every second of every day for the rest of your life. So, really, it is a dishonor and disservice to yourself and your highest self to not get to know you because you are you. There's only one of you, and don't you want to know who that is? Because you see, personal development is the portal to getting vulnerable with yourself, to asking the hard questions that no one really wants to face, and being real about the answer because you're the one who's experiencing it, right? It's a process of needing to take responsibility, and that can be hard at times in the part that you play while not doubting that your experience is still valid, being that it is your reality and should be understood by the one that experiences it, and that's you. So, has a wonderful song called Take It Slow by Ayla Nereo puts it, don't turn away from yourself by being like somebody else. I would sing that, but we'll save that for another time. Think about it. We are always looking outwards into the world. So there's always a chance of being influenced by what we take in around us. And that's why we need to cultivate a practice of turning and tuning our gaze inwards to be reminded of and connect to our individual uniqueness that Creator blessed us with, and to cultivate a natural balance that brings more ease while navigating this human experience we call life. Because everyone's going to be unique in how they navigate it because we're all so unique. So now think of your humanness as a once in a lifetime investment, keeping in mind that the definition of an investment, which is an act of devoting time, effort, or energy to a particular undertaking with the expectation of a worthwhile result. And you want to live a worthwhile life, wouldn't you say so? I know I do. Which brings us to an even better question. Where do you even start? What does investing in yourself like this mean to live a worthwhile life? As we are seeing an increase of more people out there stepping into wellness coaching careers, and I think this is amazing that more people are showing up in service for others, sharing tools that can help change lives in so many ways because they've experienced the shifts themselves, right? But with this increase, we have to remember that as a society up until this point, we haven't really been taught to spend money on ourselves in these ways, aka spending and investing into healing ourselves from the inside out and healing the traumas and patterns that don't serve us. And this may make it very triggering and near impossible to justify investing in your personal development. Am I right? I know I've been there just even this last year. But here's the thing though. It doesn't have to cost money. And you shouldn't let money be the thing that stops you when you decide to actually spend the money. But you don't have to go out and spend a dime on a coach to start seeing shifts. Although that does create accountability and really great support to have someone there like a coach by your side along the journey. That can be very valuable. But my point is that you can start today by simply getting curious. Take advantage of the free mindfulness and wellness resources you see on your feed. Read the self-help book that everyone is talking about. Grab that free offering that coach is putting out there. Explore the healers out there that are offering the information for your benefit so that you can find what resonates with you and your journey and then go deeper. Then you can spend the money. Then you can get the coach. Then you can join the program, take the leap to get certified, right? There's no rush in the process. But the process will only progress with intentional action, and the action will only commence when you take the first step. And here's the thing a lot of people don't tell you when you're starting. If it's a practice that isn't really working for you, don't force it. Because that's what you see works for others, right? If it doesn't work for you, decide if it works for you or not, and then move on. If it resonates, you'll know deep in your heart, and the desire to take in more will expand naturally. And then all of a sudden, you're attracting similar things that resonate to practice and get into and explore. But all in all, I say this as someone who is currently stepping into the realm of providing coaching support to others, knowing that I won't be for everyone. and everyone won't be for me, and that's okay. There's plenty of love to be shared around the world and through this online sphere, especially. And if my vibe is speaking to you, I encourage you, start here, start with me. And if you decide to join me, know this, I am not a perfect human. I'm constantly learning, making mistakes, I'm healing, I'm growing, all in my own right and time, with an understanding that each day is going to present new facets to uncover. And the depth of this life just continues to expand the more I open up to it. My hope as a coach, as a guide, as a mentor, as a big sis, as a whatever you want to call me, is that I can be maybe a beacon of light and ultimately a reminder for you of the limitless potential and wisdom that Source always has available to us, meaning that it's in you too. When we can make the intentional space for it to speak through us and to us, right? And that's what cultivating mindful embodiment and these practices are about. So let me know in the comments by throwing up a number 1 through 8 for what you're interested in seeing more of as we move forward on this journey together. Because I've got lots to share, but hearing your feedback is helpful to know what you want. So 1, video content on personal development, spiritual journey topics, things like this. 2, meditation and breathwork practices. You want life practices. 3, meditation and art infused practices. 4, yoga and trapeze practices. 5, how to strengthen mother-daughter relationships, something I'm very familiar with. 6, finding love without a partner, also something I've experienced with. 7, discovering your dharma, your purpose, huge. 8, understanding and healing perfectionism. All of those, let me know which ones you're interested in. And until next time, my friend, stay curious.